always keep going. There's been times, particularly early in my career, where it just feels like this is the end. But what I've come to find out is that no matter what happens, the storm eventually ends. And when the storm does end, you want to make sure that you're ready.
If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail. You will fail in your comfort zone. Success is not a comfortable procedure. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attempt. So you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to be successful.
I'm going to say something to that point. You know, a long time ago, I was told that if you want to be successful, you have to be willing to go through the struggle, go through the pain, go through the uncomfort, go through the bruises, the scratches, the tough days, the hard days, the days where you're tired and fatigued. You got to go through that. And that, you have to go through that to a degree of, it's going to make you want to stop. It's going to make you want to quit. Right? And you have to go through that a lot. You have to go through that a lot until it gets to the point where that uncomfort starts to feel comfortable because you're so used to doing it. Because in order for you to have good days, easy days, the feel-good days, you know what I mean? You have to go through the hard days, the rough days, the tough days, the days that are painful and don't feel good, the days that leave you exhausted, the days that have you wondering, is it worth it in the end? Is it worth it in the end to put in the work that you're putting in, to go as hard as you're going? Is it worth it? And the answer to that question is yes, it's worth it. But it's not going to feel worth it in the moment, because in the moment, you're not feeling well. In the moment, you know, you're going through it. You're going through the struggle. You're suffering in the moment. So it's not going to feel like it's worth it in the moment. But in the end, it will be worth it. Once you start to reap the fruits of your labor, it'll be worth it. You understand? Because we don't labor in vain. At the end of the day, when we work hard and we put our all into something, we get up every day and we grind, we're not grinding for our earthly boss, for your manager, your supervisor. You know, you're not grinding, you know, for the owner of the company. You're grinding for God. And whenever you work for God, your work is not in vain. But you have to have patience. You have to have faith and believe that what you're doing will be rewarded. It may not be rewarded when you want it to be, but it will be rewarded. Your work will be rewarded. You will be rewarded. And you're going to have those days where you're tired and you want to quit. You want to give up. You don't want to do this anymore. You're going to want to throw the towel in, but don't. See, there's nothing wrong with being tired. There's nothing wrong with wanting and feeling like throwing the towel in, feeling like you want to give up. That's normal because you're a human. So it's nothing wrong with that. But it is something wrong with actually doing it. It is something wrong with throwing the towel in and giving up. See, a lot of people say that they're tough, think that they're tough. But you're not tough based on what you say or think about yourself. You're tough based on what you do, how you live your life on a daily basis. Do you go through tough things and weather the storm, or do you fold and give in? You got to stay the course. You will be rewarded for your hard work and dedication. But you have to trust that. You have to trust the process. Don't give up when you feel like giving up. Push yourself further. When you feel like giving up, that's when it's time to push yourself. That's when it's time to push yourself.
Lazy people do a little work and think they should be winning, but winners work as hard as possible and still worry if they're being lazy.
If you stay in bed, if you stay on the couch, if you stay in your comfort zone, if you only do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, if you get up, if you grind, if you are relentless, if you work as hard as possible, when other people are slacking off, your life will be easy.
You are defined by what you do, not what you say you'll do. Your actions will always speak louder than your words.
Your actions will always speak louder than your words. See, a lot of people say that they're going to do stuff, but they don't end up doing it. You understand? Because it's easy to say it, but it's hard to do. You got people that say, I'm going to get up and go to the gym tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, and they're so comfortable in bed, and they're like, you know what? I'll just save it for another day. You can't do that, because that's an L. You want to talk about taking losses? That's a loss right there. That's a mental loss, and really that's a physical loss, because you just gave up on yourself. You just allowed yourself to quit, and you don't even realize it. Once you set a goal, and once you say that you're going to do something, follow through with that. Don't say it and then not back it up. Because a lot of people just stay in bed because they realize, if I go to the gym, it's going to be painful. If I go to the gym, I'm going to get exhausted. I'm going to sweat. It's going to be hard. But if I just stay comfortable in my bed, I'm going to be cozy. I'm not going to sweat. I'm not going to feel pain. I'm just going to drift away into a nice, easy, smooth sleep. Yeah, I would prefer to do that. But in actuality, is that helping you? Which one is helping you more? Which one is helping you grow more? You going to the gym and working on yourself, building on yourself, investing in your health, or you staying in bed sleeping all day? You ever notice that if you stay in bed and sleep all day, and you just stay in bed the entire day, you only get up to grab something to eat or go to the restroom, and then you're back in bed and you sleep all day? You sleep all day. Have you ever noticed that you actually feel worse at the end of the day? If you've slept all day in bed, your body feels worse. Your body feels more and more pain than it would if you had went to the gym and worked out. Because see, when you're laying in the bed all day, your back don't like that. Your body, your joints, your knees, your bones, your muscles don't like that, because they were not created to just lay around all day. They were created to move, right? He who don't work don't eat. So if you don't even have enough discipline to get up and work out, or get up and do the things around the house that you need to do, I know you don't have the discipline to get up and go to work every day. We all get those days we feel like calling off. And granted, if you work hard and you actually earn it and you deserve it and you have the time, and you wake up one day, you say, hey, I don't feel like going to work today. That's fine. It's okay to take a personal day sometimes. But if you don't have any more days, and you just getting up and you calling off twice a month just because you being lazy, or just because you realize the challenge ahead of you that day and you don't want to face it, that's cowardness. Don't run from the challenge, run to the challenge. You're defined by what you do, not what you say. So if you get up and you grind and you put the work in and you work hard, you're a hard-working person. You're a hard-working man. You're a hard-working woman. You understand? Now, I'm not saying that on your days off that you can't relax. Of course you can relax, because your body is going to need to recover. If you work 5 days a week and you only have 2 days off, maybe one of those days off, maybe you work out, maybe you go to the gym, maybe you do something productive. But even if you don't, you work your ass off Monday through Friday and you only get 2 days off, it's okay to recover on those days. But in my opinion, you only need one. Now, some people may work harder than others and they may need more. But in my opinion, you only need one. God created the world and everything in it in 6 days and rested on the 7th day. You only need 1 day of rest. 1 day of rest to recoup your mental, to recoup your body, and get ready to get back at it and go for another week. Go hard for another week. So you really only need 1 day of rest. If you work your ass off 5 days a week, you got 2 days off, take one of those days, go to the gym, go work out, go for a run. Challenge yourself, push yourself, put yourself in a position to where you have to push yourself.
This is something that I've actually relied on a little bit myself. Whenever I get to a low point where I think, why do I even bother? I just remind myself, this is where most people stop, and this is why they don't win.
1. Self-control is strength, and calmness is mastery. You have to get to the point where your mood doesn't shift based on the actions of someone else. Don't allow others to control the direction of your life, and don't allow your emotions to overpower your intelligence. 2. Stop being afraid to spend money. You go out and spend $100 on good food and drinks. So what? You had a good time with your friends. You spend $1,000 to travel. So what? Your time on this planet is a gift. You can always get back money, but you can't get back time. 3. In 3 generations, everyone who knows you would be dead, including the people whose opinions stopped you from doing what you wanted to do all along. Imagine someone you know achieved every dream and hit every goal.
The first point, you don't allow people to get you to a point where you can't control yourself. Now, we all have been there. We all have been there, right? And I feel like it's only one reason that, a person's actions obviously should dictate what you do. And that's only in self-defense. If you're defending yourself, if somebody's coming at you and they're, doing something to you, they're trying to harm you, of course, their actions is going to make you act a certain type of way, because now you're in a position to where you have to defend yourself and defend yourself with everything that you have in you. But that's the only reason why anybody else's actions, should ever dictate your actions. If it's anything else, what they think about you, what they said about you, they talking behind your back, they don't like you, so fucking what? Fuck them. They don't fucking matter. They are something that's called a non-fucking factor. That's what they are. They're a non-factor. They don't matter. They don't even exist in your world. Because if it's somebody at school that you don't like, or they don't like you, guess what? When you leave school, you don't have to deal with them. If it's somebody at your job that you don't like, or they don't like you, guess what? When you leave work, you don't have to deal with them. You don't have to see them. You don't have to speak to them. You don't have to be around them. So they don't fucking matter. Their opinions of you, what they think of you, what they say of you, means absolutely nothing. That's not going to affect your life in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Because what they think of you or say about you is not going to harm you. What they think about you or say about you is not going to put money in your pocket or take money out of it. Stop giving people power over you. Fuck what they say. Fuck what they think. Let them, they're going to think what they want to think any fucking way. And the crazy thing about thoughts, one day you have one thought, the next day you may have another thought. So just because they think something of you today doesn't mean they're going to feel that same way tomorrow. It's an emotion. Emotions come and go. They change. They're up and down. These people are not that important. Stop making them important. They're not going to do shit. They're not going to bust a fucking grape. They talking shit because they're not going to do shit. They're scared to do shit. They're talking shit because they're pussies. They're talking shit because they're cowards. Because if they really felt that way, why wouldn't they approach you and say it to your face instead of saying it behind your back? See, that's the thing. People will say shit about you, but they'll tell other people. They won't even tell you to your face. In your face, they'll smile. Or they'll just walk by like ain't shit going on. They're pussy. They're cowards. So stop wasting your time on cowards. Stop letting them live rent-free in your head. Fuck them. Kick them the fuck out. Give them the eviction notice. It's time to go. Kick them the fuck out of your head. They don't deserve to even be in your mind. They don't deserve your time. They are a non-fucking factor. They're nobodies. And they don't fucking matter. They're not going to do shit. And if they do, you handle that shit the best way you know how. You fucking crushed that opportunity to show a motherfucker what you're made of. But until then, fuck them. Don't think about them. Don't talk about them. Stop letting those people fuck up your energy. Fuck what they think. Fuck what they say. They're bitches. And just move on.
It's either you have it or you don't.
That sounds like excuses to me. I mean, you got to figure it out. If you really have an obsession to figure it out, you will figure it out. Every puzzle is constructed differently. Everybody has a different puzzle, man. You just got to figure out your own puzzle.
Yes, you're tired. Yes, your mind is saying give up. Yes, it's saying quit. But you cannot quit because you realize you have not reached the goal yet. You have come too far to quit in the process. You have invested too much to quit now. You have lost too much to quit now. Don't cry about it. Don't whine about it. Get a reward for your pain.
And to all of you watching here, come close to the screen and listen. People don't have to like you. People don't have to love you. They don't even have to respect you. But when you look in the mirror, you better love what you see. You better love what you see.
The distance between your dreams and your reality right now is discipline. Discipline is doing the things you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Nobody believes in you. You lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and saying to yourself, it's not over until I win.
When a man is broken, you'll see it in the way he withdraws. He distances himself, even from those who care about him the most. He works more, talks less, and constantly seems exhausted, no matter how much sleep he gets. The stress of life weighs on him heavily, and he becomes easily frustrated or irritated, often over small things. He loses interest in what once made him happy, unless it's something that offers a quick escape, like riding fast with no destination in mind. His thoughts become a trap. He gets stuck in his own head, overthinking everything. Eventually, he shuts down, and when you ask him how he's doing, he'll say, "I'm fine." But that couldn't be further from the truth. He avoids sharing his pain because he doesn't want to be a burden. He'll carry the weight on his own shoulders, helping others through their struggles, even as he suffers.
How about you help me find a husband? It ain't the oldest, it ain't the youngest. It's the treatment. It's not the oldest, Amber. It's not the good-looking one, Amber. It's not the one got money, Amber. It's the one honest. And not too many of them honest nowadays. It's some good men out there. But what it is now, it's the women. It ain't the men no more. The women gone bad. The women's gone bad. It ain't the men's now. It's the women done gone bad. You gonna flip the script on us? Yeah. It's the women done gone bad. You a woman yourself. I'm a woman myself. But I don't do half the things I see these women do now. They don't care no more. But that's when the men don't respect them. That's why. Let me tell you something, Amber. You got to give a man respect to get respect.
The best part about rock bottom is it's sturdy enough to build on. You finally get the chance to see who's there, who's not, and who never was. So you can honor those who stayed around long enough to watch you become who you knew you could be. It's only up from here.
And there it is. There it is. When you're at rock bottom, one thing you know for sure is that it's sturdy enough for you to build on. It's sturdy enough for you to build a foundation on. It's sturdy enough for you to start over. And no matter what age you are, don't ever let somebody tell you or convince you that it's too late, you can't start over, you're too old. Don't ever allow somebody to feed you that bullshit. No matter how old you are, no matter what your situation is, you can start over. You know why? Because it's not over until it's over. And what I mean by that, it's not over until you take your last breath. But as long as you got breath in your body, as long as you're still alive on this planet, you have the opportunity to start over. You have the opportunity to build. Give you an example of that. I know a lot of y'all seen the movie Black Panther. It was an old lady in that movie that was, I think she was 100 years old, about to be 100 years old, and she wanted to be an actress. And that was the first movie that she's ever been in. That was her first opportunity of being an actress. And at 100 years old, the lady finally reached her dream. She finally reached her goal at 100 years old. That was her first movie, but that wasn't the last, because I seen her in something else after that. This lady became an actress at 100 years old. It's not too late. So don't allow anybody to tell you those lies. Like you don't have what it takes, you're not good enough, you're too old, you're not smart enough. Don't allow anybody to feed you that bullshit. And if they do feed you that, then you take that and you use that shit as fuel to fuel you, to make you determined. Make you determined. Make you determined to prove them motherfuckers wrong. Because, oh, how good it's gonna feel when you're able to prove somebody wrong when they tried to shoot you down with negativity, but you dodged all that shit and you rose with positivity. Oh, that's gonna feel amazing. Like they say, the best revenge is success. So don't tell a motherfucker what you got going on. Don't tell them what you're gonna do. Just get up, go out, and do it. Because you are smart enough. You are strong enough. You still have potential. You still have what it takes. You still have time. But don't take advantage of that time or take it for granted. In life, we're going to take L's. You're always going to take a loss. That's going to happen. It's impossible to not take an L. It's impossible to dodge it. But it's not about you taking the L. It's about you getting your ass up there and fighting in the first damn place. Because as long as you stand and you fight, that's an automatic win. That's an automatic win. No matter how it goes down. Because most people don't even have the heart to stand up and fight. So because you had enough heart to do what most people don't and won't and can't, that automatically makes you a winner. You already won. Alright, man, I'm going to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all coming, stopping by to kick it with your boy once again. I wanted to drop a motivation video today, give some people some encouragement, give some people some strength out there, man, because there's some people that's going through it that really need it. And I hope I was able to do that today. If you like this video, go ahead and like. If you're not a part of this amazing Silverback Gorilla Gang family, go ahead and hit that subscribe, drop a comment, let me know what y'all think about the video. And until next time, it's your boy Silverback Gorilla Gang.
So I'm gonna let this letter be my cries. I'm gonna let this letter be my cries. I'm gonna wash this blood off my hand and wipe the tears from my eyes. Dead or alive.